Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Cyberpunk 2077. In this video, folks, I'm going to show you how to get Comrade's hammer and why you'd want to get this. This is an amazing handgun and it does a crazy amount of damage. You will literally be able to one-shot enemies with this gun. It is that good. Now, before we get into this, let's look at the location where you can find this gun. So it's right here. And we're going to have to fight some bad guys. Now, I'm doing this well under level just for the fun of it. I do recommend coming here at maybe level 15, 16 if you don't want to have a hard time. But I am looking for a hard time, so I'm going to do this at level 9. This will mean that the enemies will do a crazy amount of damage to me. So I'm going to have to be very careful. Plus, I will use a lot of ammunition, which just makes it all a fun challenge for me. So just to kind of show you what's going on, I am using this gun right here and I'm trying to set them on fire. As you can see, they only need to tag me a tad bit to do a lot of damage. I'm going through a lot of healing items. It is a bit of a pain, but it is fun to do. It does make for a good challenge. So I'm constantly healing right now. Now, of course, this is one of these areas where you will have to find the leader and kill him to get the recipe. Also, just as a side note, I have noticed that if, for example, you aggro these guys and you end up killing 2 of them, run away, disengage in combat, when you come back, those 2 enemies will still be dead, but once you re-engage in combat again, the game knows the exact number of enemies it's supposed to have, and that means it will spawn in 2 more enemies, and they tend to come with smart guns, so keep that in mind if you are trying to do this like me where you are under leveled. So I did play around with the settings. I wanted to see what would happen if I ran off, disengaged, came back, killed another 2. That really doesn't work, so just as a good idea. Now I'm using the grenades here to knock them off balance. The grenades do have a knockback. I nearly got killed there. That was quite close, so I'm gonna have to heal. Now you can see the X marker on the minimap in the upper right corner. That means I have killed the boss that has the recipe that we are after. So basically after that, all it is a matter of going there and picking up the recipe. I'm just trying to clear the path so I can reach that recipe, which is not far from me, but I don't want to get shot, so this is where the fun challenge comes. Trying to kind of gauge where that bad guy is. There he is. So we'll quickly take him out. And as you can see, we are doing fire damage to him, so that's basically what I've been using. I think we are good to go for the plan. I'm going to be careful here, don't want to get hit by them. And after this, I'm just going to run off and craft the gun. Now, I can craft it at a low level. It just means I will have to constantly upgrade the gun as I upgrade or gain levels. So I'm just kind of being cautious right now. There is the crafting recipe. And that's that. I'm done. I mean, I could try and take out the other guys, but I think there's a sniper there, so I don't really want to mess with him. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that guy. We're going to... As you can see, also this right here is a bit glitchy, so I did try and get on the wall a couple times. So once you have the gun, what do you do? Well, first things first, you want to put your points in several perks that will help increase the damage for the gun. So the very first thing right here, of course, you're going to have to craft it. You'll craft it at the epic quality, and you'll need to invest in engineering and crafting to allow you to craft the epic and legendary weapon. So you'll need about 18 points in that. Now, of course, you will want the field technician perk, which I will show, and of course that increases damage on the handguns by, or on smart weapons actually, by 5%. So that is quite important. This is a smart weapon, so it does help, so keep that in mind. And of course, efficient upgrades is also a good perk to have, because it does mean that you will be able to upgrade your weapon I think it gives you a 10% chance of upgrading the weapon without using any materials, and when you upgrade a lot, it does cost a lot of materials. These are some other perks to look at. This is just for engineering right here. Now, these are for grenades. Now, the reason I'm showing this is because I sometimes do like to mix the handguns with grenades, and grenades can be quite powerful in the game, especially later on. Now, in the beginning of the game, I personally use them to do knockback and knock my enemies down to the ground, and whilst they're down, basically they can't shoot. So we're going to go into handguns. Very important perks right here. So you will want the perks that I'm showing you, which are kind of good, and well, they're very good if you're going to use handguns. I have spec'd in handguns, as you can see. There are several perks though that are very important here with regards to the guns, and I'll show you them in a bit. So I'm just kind of going through them now. These require level 20 here in this particular department, so 18 to 20 if you want to go that way out, 16 over here. But one of them that is quite important is here, Westworld, and this over here will increase your crit chance by 10%, so definitely worth picking that up. We want to max out crit chance with handguns. And the other one that I'm going to be showing you in a little bit, of course, is the perk called Wild West. And what that does is it removes damage penalty from guns when shooting at a distance. That's quite important because there is a very big damage penalty. So this is this one right here. So you want to pick this one up. Quite important. Now, other perks to mention are, of course, the Grand Finale, which basically makes your last shot or last ammo in a gun do double damage. Very important. And of course, Fistful of Euro Dollars, which increases damage by 20%. So very good to have these. Now, you also want to level up your proficiency in handguns. You do get perk points, you do get many things, plus increases in damage, so that will help. Now, of course, you can further increase your crit chance, which is quite important, and crit damage by adding mods to your clothing. So there are a variety of mods that you can put there. Now, do bear in mind, of course, that they do not seem to stack, so this is quite important. I'm not sure if this is a bug or if it is intended, but every little does help. So once you got your character all sorted out for this, do bear in mind I am not at maximum level, so the damage isn't fully maxed out. But once you've done all of that, you can then start having some fun with Comrade's Hammer. Now, what's fun about Comrade's Hammer is that, as you can see right there, one shot killed 3 enemies. So the enemy that you killed, there's a spawn point right there, a fast travel point right there for my area. Once you killed an enemy, if there are other enemies close to that enemy, they will basically take damage from the enemy that you killed. So you can pretty much kill groups of enemies with one shot. You'll see that right here as well, and it does a crazy amount of damage. It can do even more. I am only level 35 as you are seeing this video, so there's more room for improvement in this gun. So that is just to give you an idea as to why you would like this crazy overpowered pistol. That being said and done, that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description. And until next time, stay safe, folks.